In today's chess video, I am going to show you an amazing chess opening trick called the Siberian Trap. And plus, I also have an interesting chess puzzle for you all. So stay tuned till the end and keep watching Chess Talk. Hello chess friends, I am Jitendra Advani. If this is your first time on this channel and you want to learn some cool chess tricks and become a better chess player, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Okay, White starts with a king's pawn opening pawn to e4. We respond with c5, the Sicilian Defense. White plays d4, inviting us to take this pawn. We will go ahead and accept this offer. And now, after we take this pawn, White plays c3, the Smith-Morra Gambit. We take this pawn as well, and then White recaptures with his knight. The main reason why White plays this opening is to open up the game and get a lead in development by sacrificing a pawn. Now from here, we also need to focus on developing our pieces, so we bring out our queenside knight to c6. White also develops his knight by moving it to f3. Now we play e6 to guard against the knight moving to d5 and also opening up this diagonal for our bishop. Then comes bishop to c4, a very natural development move. White is preparing to castle on the king side. Now it's our turn and we will play this strange looking move, queen to c7. We have got White thinking here. He's trying to understand the idea behind this move. One thing he can clearly see is that we are soon planning to launch a discovered attack on this unprotected bishop. So to stop this, he plays queen to e2, defending his bishop. Now we develop our other knight by moving it to f6. And after this, White plays this very natural looking move of castling. This might seem a very obvious move, but it is actually going to be a disaster for White. Let me show you how. And by the way, this setup for White, especially for someone who plays the Smith-Morra Gambit, is very typical. The knights are developed classically, the bishops on c4, the queen moving out to e2 to vacate the d1 square for the rook. So basically this is what White was aiming for. Now it's time to set up our trap. We attack with a knight by moving it to g4. From here, there might be a temptation for White to just get rid of this knight right away by playing pawn to h3. If he plays this move, then he's gone. This is how the Siberian Trap works. First we play knight to d4, double attacking the queen and this knight. From here, White is losing in all variations. If he takes this knight, then queen to h2 is simply check and mate. And if he decides not to take the knight, then he has to move his queen because it is being attacked. And after the queen moves, like this, we can simply take this knight and give check. And now, no matter what move White plays, queen to h2 will be a beautiful checkmate. Now let's go back and see some other common variations. So basically, in this position, if White plays pawn to h3, then he will lose either his king or queen. Now what if he does not play h3? What if he plays knight to b5, attacking this queen and at the same time defending against the Siberian Trap, knight d4? Well then, you can simply move your queen back to b8, still maintaining pressure along this open diagonal. And now, if White decides to play h3, then still you need not move your knight. Instead, you can go for another trap by playing pawn to h5. If pawn takes knight, then pawn recaptures, and if the knight moves away like this, then once again queen to h2 is a beautiful checkmate. This is the fishing pole trap. I've made a separate video on the fishing pole trap. You can check it out by tapping on the I button above. One more thing to remember in this variation is that this knight on b5 is still unstable. At any time you can kick off this knight by playing pawn to a6. And once the knight moves away, the Siberian Trap can be reactivated by knight d4. So going back again, in this position, some of you might think that White can save himself by playing pawn to g3. But you need to understand that White will be compromising on his king's safety by playing such a move. At any point you can easily attack the king by bringing your pieces on these unprotected squares. So although there are no major traps here, but positionally black is still at a huge advantage. So all in all, this is a cool opening trick which is definitely worth trying out in your games. Okay, so it's puzzle time. But before moving on to today's chess puzzle, I request you to show your support and like this video. We are targeting 2000 likes on this video, so come on guys, hit that thumbs up button right now. Okay, so here's the puzzle. In this position, it's your turn and you need to find the best move continuation for white. If you're able to find the solution to this puzzle, then share it in the comments below. Whoever gives the correct answer with the perfect explanation, I will be pinning that comment at the top so that everyone can see it. All the best guys, let's see how many of you can solve this. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and for some interesting chess tips, tricks and puzzles, you can like my Facebook page. Links are in the description box below. Thanks for watching and I shall see you in my next video.